Okay. So, this is how this is our topic for this afternoon. Who are these professional and practitioners in counseling? Okay. At the end of our topic for this afternoon, boys and girls, we're going to define the roles of the counselor. We will describe their function. Okay. Explain the competencies that the counselor should have. Identify the areas of specialization where counselors work. Okay. Next is to identify the rights of the counselor. Next is to list the counselor's responsibilities. Okay, his or her accountabilities. And let's be familiar with the code of ethics that the counselors should have. So, hindi basta-basta ang ating mga counselor, no? Hindi yan basta nilagay dyan. Meron silang mga qualifications. And what are those? Now, we're going to get to know more about them. Okay. First is, let us find out their roles. Okay. Their roles as a counselor. Ano yung mga roles nila? Okay. First one is that according to Michael J. Matirano of State Superintendent of School in West Virginia, but also it also applies here, that the roles of the counselors, okay, they are supposed to be a certified licensed educator trained in school counseling with unique qualifications and skills to address all students' academic, personal, social, and career development needs. Okay? Certified and licensed educator. Okay? These are one of the qualifications. Ayan, kailangan siya ay certified and licensed educator. Bakit? Because a counselor has a unique kind of work and a very diverse kind of work. Okay, that will what? Qualifications and skills that will address all the students' academic, personal, okay, academic, personal, and social development. So, yan ang sasapatan. Okay, yan po ang gagawin ng isang role of a professional counselor. Next one. Okay, next one. The professional school counselors implement a comprehensive school counseling program that promotes and enhances students' achievement. Okay, how do we define? Okay. Okay, so what do we mean by school counseling program? Okay, ano ibig sabihin po natin sa school counseling program? Lahat po ng school ay meron po niyan. Now, when I was studying, nagbigay po ng, kasi ang teachers po meron kami niyan, ano, no, we have a guidance counseling course, a subject po kasi, no, ang mga teachers. Okay, what is a comprehensive school counseling program? A comprehensive school counseling program, boys and girls, focuses on the needs of the students to ensure that they can make the most of their educational experiences. The program should address the key aspects including academic achievement, career guidance, and support for social and emotional challenges. So, gagawa po si guidance counselor ng isang counseling program na will suit that all the needs of the students, especially on their to enhance their achievement. So, ayun po ang ibig sabihin ng school counseling program. Each of the school have this. Lahat po ng school ay meron ito. Whether you are going to a public or a private school, they have this kind of program. Professional school counselors are employed in elementary, middle, junior high, senior high, okay, in district supervisory, counselor for education, and post-secondary settings. They work is differentiated by attention to development stages of growth, students' growth, including the needs, tasks, and students' interests related to those stages. Okay, so boys and girls, of course, iba ang needs na elementary kay junior high. Iba din ang developmental, okay, stages ni senior high and also with college. So every year level or every grade level, meron po tayo, hindi naman grade level, every level natin sa school, meron tayong isang counselor dyan, designated. Why? Because, yun nga, iba-iba, no? Iba-iba ang kanilang mga developmental stages, no? So, the guidance program that the counselor will create should be suitable, okay, for the ages that they are serving. Professional school counselors serves a vital role in maximizing students' achievement, incorporating leadership, advocacy, collaboration. Professional school counselors promote equity and access to opportunities and rigorous educational experiences for all students. So ito po ay basically, their task is for more on the students, no? To have their achievement, para ma-achieve nila what they are focusing on, what they are going on, saan sila papunta, no? Ang kanila bang gusto ay talagang ito ba talaga yung gusto niya, or someone chooses to them. So the guidance counselor will create a program that the students will discover, okay, will discover what are her or his strength and interest para ma-maximize niya yung kanyang school experiences. Professional school counselors support a safety learning environment and work to safeguard the human rights and help all the members of the school's community. So naalala nyo ba during yung elementary, high school days po ninyo, may mga dinadala sa guidance office? Diba yan ang panakot? No? Sasabihin nila, naku, wag kang makulit, lahat ng makulit or hindi nakikinig sa teacher at lalo na yung mga nag-aaway ay dadalhin sa guidance office. Ganun ang nangyayari. Okay. So, they say that collaborating with another stakeholders to promote the achievement, okay, addresses the needs of all the students through prevention and intervention. Okay, programs that are part of the comprehensive school counseling program, and to achieve the maximum program of effectiveness, the counselor to student ratio should be 1:150. So boys and girls, bakit po dinadala ng mga teachers ang mga bata sa guidance office? Of course, si teacher ay may klase pa siya. So, ang magiging mediator would be the guidance counselor because she would find out, what really the reason. Okay, and also, the guidance counselor always takes notes of the human rights. Okay, especially kung bata yan, may 10 karapatan ng mga bata po tayong tinatawag, di ba? So, lagi yang tinitake note of ni teacher, ni guidance counselor. Okay, so boys and girls, kung sa ibang bansa is 1:250 here, Kung ilan ang year, ilan ang mga bata from grades 1 to grade 6, ilan ang guidance counselor nila? Ilan? Ilan po? 3 ba? 3 ba ang guidance counselor po nila o isa lang? Okay. Okay. Pwede pong magsalita. Okay, no? Isa lang, no? Isa lang ang kanilang guidance counselor. Okay? Yes, isa lang po. No, only one lang. Kung from grades 1 to grade 6, one counselor. From first year to fourth year, one counselor. Okay, guidance counselor. So nakita ninyo, ibig sabihin kung meron 600 ang population ng isang public school, 600 different personalities po ang aaralin na guidance counselor. Okay, 600 different kinds of personalities and attitudes and interests ang kailangan po ni guidance counselor na iserve. Okay, professional school counselors have the master's degree on higher in school counseling or substantial equivalent to meet the state certification or licensure standards to abide by the laws of the states in which they are employed. They uphold the ethical and professional standards of professional counseling association and promote development of the school counseling program. Ano yun? Yung following areas that they guide in creating counseling program. Foundation, okay, delivery, management, and accountability. These are, they have to develop a school counseling program based on these 4. Okay, in foundation, delivery, management, and accountability. Master's degree, maliban po doon sa binanggit natin kanina na they are licensed. Okay, na license sila. Meron din po silang dapat na master's degree. So nakita nyo naman po, bakit? Kasi nakita nyo naman, di ba? Ilan ang kanyang mga clients in one school. At isama pa po dyan ng mga teachers. Okay, so ganun ka wide, no, diverse ang work ng isang guidance counselor or professional school counselors. Okay, so those are the roles of a professional counselors. Now, what are the functions of a counselor? As you notice, boys and girls, at the beginning of a sentence, there always the word provide. No, laging may word na provide. Okay, because these are the things that the counselor should provide, should give to his counselee. Okay. Number 1 is to provide a relationship between counselor and counselee. The most prominent quality of which is that a mutual trust with each other. So, from last time na discussion natin, mutual understanding, a mutual relationship a counselor and a counselee should have. But here, another one would end up mutual trust. Okay, the counselor will trust the counselee that is telling the truth. The counselee will also trust the counselor that whatever information that will be given to the counselors, it's only for them. Para lang sa kanilang dalawa lang yun. It's between them. Whether it is nasa legal age na yan or nasa age pa yan ng wala pa yan sa legal age. So magbubuo sila because they have a mutual understanding. Kasabay na rin mabubuo doon ang mutual trust between the counselor and then the counselee. Next is to provide alternatives and self-understanding and the course of action open to the client. Okay, the counselors will provide, ilalatag niya, ano ba yung mga alternatives na pwede niyang gawin? Okay, you choose which one is suitable for you. I suggest it to you, you try it, or which one of these do you think will be effective to you? Okay, that will be the counselor's task. Provide some degree of intervention of the situation in which the client finds himself and with important other to the client's immediate life. Okay, degree of intervention of his situation. Okay, so because of the mutual trust that being established between the counselor and the counselee will feel now that there is someone there that makes him feel or makes her feel that she's important because there's someone who listens to them. Okay, provides leadership developing of healthy psychological environment for his client. A healthy psychological environment, no? So pag ganun po, talagang walang yung kapayapaan, no? Ang atmosphere, hindi yung parang na masyado silang nape-pressure, no? It should come out as natural as it could be. No? Especially, 'di ba, kung merong i-share yan ng mga talagang personal details of what happened. Okay. So, the counselor should provide this healthy environment for the counselee. Provide for improvement of counseling processes through constant individual criticism and extensive attention to improve the process through research. Okay, a kind of criticisms that will build, not to reveal. Okay, so I know you know the difference of the two, no? Criticisms that will boost you up, not kind of criticisms that will destroy you. Naku, hindi ka na magbabago, ganyan ka na lang. Paano kung magbabago nun kung dinudge ka na, sinabihan ka ng ganon? Ano? So, hindi ganon ang mga counselor. No? Bakit mo tatanungin nila? What do you do that? Why do you do that? What do you feel? Okay? Do you think it would be? Okay, so ganun ang mga approaches nila ng mga counselors. Okay, so those are the functions of the counselors. Now, if we have the list of function of the counselors and what are the competencies that the counselor should have. Anong dapat na merong quality ang isang counselor? Remember, ang hinaharap nila ay people with depression, no? May mga problems na hinaharap. O sabihin natin, may mga mental health problems yan. O may emotional problems yan. Okay, what are the competencies that the counselor should have? They say the most effective helper is the one who has successfully integrated the personal and scientific parts of himself. So 50-50. Okay, in other words, he has achieved the balance of interpersonal and technical competence. Dapat halo yun, 50-50 yun. Balance of interpersonal and technical competencies. Okay, and here are the competencies of the counselor should have. The counselor should have an intellectual competency, energy, flexibility, support, goodwill, and self-awareness. Okay, at intelligent. Kailangan talaga intelligent sila because they will formulate the ways. Biruin nyo naman ang gagawan po nila ng guidance program ay 600 people. No, that will it's supposed to be kailangan maging effective 'yon for that because it will be a great help for the students. Energy. How can someone help another person kung siya ay sakitin? Kung siya ay parang mas malungkot pa siya sa kanyang tinutulungan. Okay, flexible one. There are case-to-case basis na kanilang hinaharap. It's from mild to severe cases. Support. Okay. Anything that the counselors will do, support siya. Kasi nga, the counselor or the counselee will have to formulate his own solutions to his own problems. Naman, paano kung hindi kaya? Talagang depressed na, anong gagawin ni counselor? Okay, there are the times, certain times that the counselor will do that. Ano? It depends on the situation. A goodwill to help another people. Okay. So meron na si guidance counselor na certificate, he is or she is a licensed certified professional. Meron na siyang master's degree. Now, what are the field of specialization of the where the counselors work? Okay, within the field of psychology itself, there are several professional specializations that applies the principles of psychology in solving human problems. Okay, the greatest opportunities to engage in counseling and psychotherapy are the greatest flexibility in job opportunities. It applies areas of psychology that are available to someone. Okay, which can be obtained as PhD, no? So meron po yung mga, kasi doctor of ano ka na eh, doctors to the brain na, kumbaga. Depending on the field of study. So these are the following areas of specialization that the counselors have. Clinical psychology, counseling psychology, school psychology, organizational psychology, and social work. Now, what is the work of a clinical psychologist, boys and girls? Sige nga, may makaka-answer po ba sa akin? What does a clinical psychologist do? What does a clinical psychologist do? Okay, a clinical psychologist provides a clinical counseling services, assessment, and treat mental and emotional and behavioral disorders. They use a science of psychology to treat complex human problems to promote change. They also promote resilience in some people and help people to discover their strength. Ito na yung pong mga nanggagamot. Is a clinical psychology a doctor? Doctor po ba sila? Okay, do we need a PhD in clinical psychologist? To become a clinical psychologist, you will need an undergraduate degree, a 4-year or 5-year college, plus a doctorate degree. 4 to 7 years of graduate school. For this specialty area, for most people will spend 7 to 8 to 12 years in higher education. So, ganun kalupit ang clinical psychology. Kasi ito yung mga gumagamot na po nagbibigay na ng mga medications po ito. No, lalo na kung meron ng mga nararamdaman ng pagsakit ng ulo, hindi na makatulog. Okay, sila po yan. Okay, next one. The counseling psychology. Okay, ano naman si meron sa counseling psychology? What does the counseling psychologist do? Counseling psychologists help people with physical, emotional, and mental health issues to provide their sense of well-being, alleviate feelings of distress, and resolve crisis. They also provide assessment, diagnosis, and treatment for more severe psychological symptoms. So, mga severe na ang hinahawakan ng counseling psychologist. Okay? Severe cases na po sila. Ito yung mga under nagme-medication na rin po ito. Okay, next is the school psychology. Ano naman ang task ng school psychologist? Okay, school psychologists, what they do is that they are uniquely qualified members of the school team that supports students' ability to learn and teachers' ability to teach. They apply expertise in mental, mental health, learning, and behavior to help the children and youth succeed academically, socially, behaviorally, and emotionally. They formulate yung diniscuss natin kanina, yung competency in school program. Sila po yun. Para makita ng mga students yung kanilang mga interest for them to be able na ma-achieve yung kanilang mga dreams. How about psychological, organizational psychology? Ano naman po ang task nila? Okay? The organizational psychology, these are psychology which is also known as occupational psychology. Okay? This is for work and organizational. They applied discipline within psychology. Okay? And also, they focuses on the behavior of the employees in the workplace. They apply psychological principles and research methods to improve the overall work environment, including the performance, communication, professional satisfaction of the employees. So, ang organizational po ay more on sa ating mga work. Diba? Kung nakikita nyo sa HRD, ano hinahanap doon ay mga psychology graduates. Okay, how about naman social work? What does the social work do? Ano naman ang task po nila? Okay. These are professions devoted to helping people function the best way they can in their environment. Especially nowadays, talagang ang sisipag ng mga social workers natin here in the Philippines kasi sila yung mga nag-a-assess sa mga Filipinos that are really deserving, no, sa mga ayuda na binibigay ng government. And also, sila din na nag-a-assess sa mga tinatawag natin sa poor peace. Sila yung nag-a-assess po niyan, yung mga social worker. Usually, you can see them na may mga binivisit silang mga bahay to check how's the family, no? At meron din, no, mga organizational, yung mga non-profit organizations, nag-hire sila ng mga social workers that will assess, okay, and help also each member of that community. Okay, so now you know these are the field of specialization that the counselors could work on. So clinical, counseling, school psychology, organizational, and social work. Maybe you're thinking you wanna be like that. Diba? Napaka-diverse, no? Napakalawak ng inyong field. Psychology is really or truly a very diverse field that provides a plethora of career opportunities for qualified professionals. Psychologists perform a large variety of duties in a number of diverse industries. Now, for example, psychologists working in the field of health, services that provides their services in the school, clinics, hospitals, and private school sectors. And also, yung sinabi ko sa inyo, non-profit organizations or government, they need, okay, a trained person, trained person and professional persons like them. Okay, these are the following career opportunities that the counselor could have. Yung psychologist, counseling, social work, and therapy specializations are available kind of career opportunities for the counselors. Now, what are the code of ethics of the counselors? Ano yung mga code of ethics nila? Okay? Of the school counselor. Meron bang silang mga code of ethics? Meron. Like the teachers, meron kaming code of ethics na sinusunod that we have to follow. Okay? They have 5 ethics in psychology. 5 principles. Okay? And psychologists that they follow. At napakahalaga nun sa kanila. That's why they follow it talaga. Okay, the psychologists must follow ethical principles that prevents them from deceiving their clients, meaning the psychologist cannot lie to a patient for the good of the psychologist. The Code of Ethics was created to protect the public and psychologists from any abuses that are a result of mishandling situations. Okay. What are the Code of Ethics may Code of Ethics po ba ang mga psychologists? Yes. It focuses on 4 primary ethical principles. Okay. Respect, competence, responsibility, and integrity. So doon umiikot ang Code of Ethics ng mga psychologists. Okay? So, psychologists have hindi sila basta-basta lang. No? Social worker, minsan yung mga social workers ay kung minsan, naku, social worker lang yan. Ay, naku po, wag pong nilalang po ang mga social